All right, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the SMSL RAW Pro DAC1. RAW Pro DAC1. Uh, so this thing, I'm going to do a little bit different video. It's going to be a quick kind of opinion piece, less about the actual device itself. This thing sounds great. There's no major issues that I had with it as far as performance and how it sounded. It was a pretty neutral-ish sound. It got out of the way, and it did its job. My problem with it isn't something, it's more of a personal thing, more of a personal bias, personal use case, that kind of thing. But let's go over, before we get into that, just the overall build and aesthetic. The overall build and aesthetic is pretty great. It has all your inputs and outputs. So I'm not going to list all of them. You can kind of see what they are: XLR, RCA, and a ton of other stuff. A lot of IS, coaxial, USB-C, I'm listing them off, optical, that kind of stuff. It comes with a plastic remote with a cool little function button, which will come into play a little bit later. Or actually, let's just talk about it now. Let's get it out of the way. Function button. There's a feature in here that you can actually go through the menu and basically scroll to a function setting and then set that function button to whatever custom button you want to have this be. Like, could be like a quick switch to pre-out or something like that, I think. I didn't really use it. I didn't even bother putting batteries in this thing. So but it's plastic and the buttons are pretty quiet. And overall, it's a decent little controller remote, and it does its job. I didn't really use it, but yeah, back to the DAC. So it has a pre-out function, which is really cool. You can, use it to, bump up the power level of your audio gear, what have you. And it has just a ton of stuff. You can change the UI style, the audio phase. You have the I2S modes. I'm gonna go through all these. DPLL, the function key. You can change it to all these different things. Outputs, Bluetooth, and phase are the three options actually. So there's that. And then just a plethora of other things, like it's the pre mode. You can have, I have it currently in fixed. I didn't really like messing with the pre mode because I just kind of got too janky with the different amps I was using it with, and it became hard for me to fine tune it to where I wanted it, I guess. But I'm also being impatient and wanting to just sit down and listen and go. So I just put it to fixed mode and went with it. There's a sound color option as well, which is kind of interesting because it has standard, which I mostly stuck with for my listening. But I did play with some of the other ones, Rich 1 all the way to Rich 3. So if your name is Rich, hey. Anyhow, Tube 1 through 3 as well. And then it has this feature called Crystal through 1 through 3. So Rich basically kind of bumped everything up a little bit more warmth, a little more slight elevation in the EQ, I'm assuming. Tube 1 gave it more of that tubey. These are all super minor though, mind you, like really minimal like differences in the sound signature, but it's enough to kind of get you to where you would your preferences, right? Just to align your preferences and kind of fine tune it to what you liked. And Crystal's a little more bright, a little more detailed, a little more just that crystal, right? Like that crystal clear kind of thing. So Tube would be more of like your spaciousness. It gave it that kind of ambiance like kind of sound, and then the Rich was just more of like a warmth factor, at least to my ears. So, and that's more or less the different things you can do with the DAC. It's got, like I said, just the DSD filters, PCM filters, outputs, inputs, swapping. It's got everything in the kitchen sink regarding a DAC. It is part of their Pro series, SMSL Pro series, and it, does everything. Back to the form and function kind of deal, just the one button press to get into all the settings, and then it's a rotary. That's more or less all you got for controlling it outside of the remote control. The little feet on the bottom, pretty decent, nice rubber, actually really tacky and sticky, which is really appreciated because then it doesn't slide all over the desk. The screen is cool enough. You can have it go to like a cool UI. I think there's like some like view meters you can do with it, that kind of thing. Let's see, anything else? It's a silver. I think they come in black too potentially, but this is on silver. It looks nice. I just honestly, at the end of the day, going back to what my opinion on this was, the thing sounds great, gets out of the way, but it's just, I wasn't enthusiastic about it. It didn't like spark that joy, if you will. It didn't get me enthusiastic to want to listen to it. It didn't. It was kind of almost there's too much going on with this, like where I guess right now my mood is for listening to audio gear, especially in the summertime when I don't want to be inside. Like right now, I'm inside and it's middle of the afternoon and it's hot and I want to go outside and go ride my bike. I want to do other things. Then I want to come home in the evening after getting my daughter from camps and all that fun stuff. And I want to just relax and not think about any of the tweaking of the EQs to the sound profiles, or making sure that the pre is leveled to the appropriate volume to match. It's a lot. I just want to sit down. I want to listen and move on. So because of all that, I found myself like tweaking all the different settings way more than just listening to music or playing video games or relaxing. And so I think that was a big factor for me personally. And not that this is bad, like it's actually awesome if you're into like tweaking all the different settings, all that kind of stuff. This is great for that. And it does its job. Like it's honestly a good DAC. I think for my mood right now, and I have limited time, I have to send this back out to the next person in the demo tour kind of deal, which, by the way, I should have started with this. This was sent out by APOS Audio. They are not asking me to say or do anything other than my honest opinion regarding this DAC. And that's just this. This is just my opinion. I think it's a good DAC. I just wasn't that enthusiastic about it. And it could just be because of the current climate, in the sense of like my mood regarding I want to be outside. I don't want to be fiddling with things. I just want it to work and move forward. I do have a bunch of all-in-ones that just came in as well. 3, in fact. So I have 3 all-in-ones I need to get through, which I'm actually more enthused about. But as far as this goes, the SMSL RAW Pro DAC1. God, the naming conventions. This thing is good. It does what it does. It'd be great for any kind of hobbyist wanting to get into like music creation, or they're doing like mastering of some sort, like maybe like hobbyist level mastering, like nothing crazy. This could be a good option for that. And but yeah, or if you just like this and you want that chipset that's in here, I think it's a pretty decent. It sounded good. It got out of the way, and I didn't really have any qualms with it. In fact, I didn't really look up too many specs regarding this thing because I just didn't take the time, and that's my bad for whatever, but I just wasn't enthusiastic about it. And so I felt obligated to make a video about this. And this is one of the pitfalls of doing these audio reviews, is sometimes you get gear in that's good, but you just aren't enthusiastic about it, and it's not something that you're really proper excited about. And do you not make a video about it, or do you just tell your opinion? So I'm here telling my opinion. Like this thing's good. It does the thing that it's supposed to do, and it looks good in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no qualms with it, outside of just it didn't fit what I was looking for at this point in time in my audio listening environments, I guess. So yeah, with that, I think I'll let everybody have their morning, afternoon, evening back, and send this off to the next person, and they'll probably have a way more in-depth video than I did, and I'll probably enjoyed it a lot more than I will, or I have. So cheers, everybody, and have a great rest of your day, like I already said. All right, yeah, rambling. Peace.